All right, so with our scraps from our Try It On Me project, these are nice and textured, so we're just going to keep them. We're actually going to create a weaving, and we're going to use the inside of a styrofoam tray. So try to look through your recyclables and trash this weekend. Make sure you wash it up and bring it in. All we need to do is we need to cut some various different strips of the clay. I just use the handy dandy paper clip, or in this case, this is what's called a needle tool, and cut some strips. And then weaving is a process of over one, under one. And I really recommend that you practice it with paper before you try it with clay, because if you can't do it with clay or with paper, you're never going to be able to do it with clay. You do not have to measure this. It does not have to be like even. Like you could have sort of pieces that are whiter and thicker and thicker and thinner. Doesn't really matter. It'll all look good in the end, hopefully. Just like with before, when I cut the pieces, what you want to do is just run your fingers down the edge. That takes care of any of the burrs, and you don't have to worry about them later, because this is a piece you will not sand. If you sand it, if you look at it cross-eyed, it's going to break. So you just want to get it. You laugh, but it's true. I mean, you like sneeze in the wrong direction and it's going to break. So yeah, don't do that. We make it and we set it and forget it. We just walk away. And it's better just to get all your pieces done at one time. That way you don't forget anything. It's tedious, I know. But it makes for a good piece. So you take your drape form, and this one looks like it might be a little bit too I got caught Hannah reading. So I'm going to use this one, which is just it's going to be a little bit shallower. It'll be okay. So weaving over one, under one, really simple. You take a piece, you take another piece, you take the third piece. There we go. Then you lift one and put one going across the other direction, right? Press down. Now be careful, and this is this plastic, so if you press down too much, what's going to happen is it's going to cut the clay. So don't press down too hard, okay? So I'm just pressing here, not on the edge. Then, okay, Jaden, which two do I have to lift this time? These two? Yep, these two. Lift, put one going across. Now get it tight in there, and you don't want your gaps to be much wider than your actual pieces of clay, because that's going to be a problem. Press on the clay, not where it goes into there, and then I'll do the opposite side, same thing. Here we go. So you start in the middle. This is where people always really want to start on the edge, but start in the middle with a crisscross. You're good to go. And I guess I could do another one, so let's go with a narrower piece. Maybe I'll do this one. Right here. This one over here. And then I'm going to take a piece that goes around. Do you have a red slip? Let's see if it's dried out. Go get some red slip, Jaden. So I'm going to be scoring where a piece of clay is going to fit on top of these, and right here where these two join, and these. And you only have to score at the very end. You don't have to score every time it crosses, because that would be terrible. Right. Awesome. Thank you. It's okay. I'm good. I'm good. It's all good. That does not want to cooperate. Ew. It's true though. Okay. Y'all are so funny. I'm going to make the end look like I try to do something fun with it, otherwise it's just going to look terrible. So, where I score and slip this on, and again, I'm trying not to press into the clay too much because I want it to not to cut. So I'm just trying to press, don't try to press into the plastic form because that could be a problem. So I'm just making it look like it's got little horns or something. Come on, little slip. It's pretty plastic, so it should stay together. Alright, and then I'll take the edge of the handy dandy paper clip or the needle tool and trim, not the cute little piece I wanted to stick out, but the other leftover bits. And again, you're not a machine, so is it supposed to all look absolutely perfect? No. High expectations over there. All right, just press firmly to make sure all the pieces are in. And if you notice, I'm sort of holding the side and pressing this way down in as opposed to pressing down on top of the edge.
It looks like pie.
It does look kind of like pie. I don't know what we'd use it for, but it's a nice little piece of weaving. And it's not the easiest thing. This is something that impresses people. They're like, oh, how did you do that? And you're like, oh, it's just my scraps. And I think they're really important. Thank you.